The graphics are awesome in this game. The graphics are varied and goes from gritty and dark in some levels to bright and colorful in other levels. The graphics really shine in this game, so it gets a perfect score of a 5 out of a 5. The voice acting is great, and it really helps bring out the emotion in the story. The great voice acting also carries over onto the people in the environments as you hear the characters talking to each other, and on cell phones and simple conversations, which helps bring out the realism in the game. The strong in-game voice acting and the strong background noises of people going on their business helps it feel like a living environment and not a static environment like some games seem to feel like. The music score is well done, and it picks up as the action picks up, and that helps bring out the action in the game. The sound design is well done, and it gets a perfect score of a 5 out of a 5. The story is a step in a different direction, and that is a good thing. The story tries to be more edgy and dark over the last installment, and it succeeds for the most part. Not going to get into the details of the story other than to say that you're no longer a part of the agency, and the story kinda reminds me of the Splinter Cell Conviction games in many ways, and if you love that story, you would love this game story as well. The story had more of a criminal element to it, which is enjoyable, and I am looking forward to seeing where the story goes in future installments. The story is not perfect, but it gets an above average score of a 4 out of a 5. The gameplay is the strong point of this game. The gameplay rewards people that are meticulous and plays through the game slowly. The game rewards exploration, and some of the skills that you can do are awesome. Simply put, there is multiple ways to beat and play this game. You can shoot up everyone, but I recommend going the more stealthy approach because that is more rewarding. The controls are great, and the cover system is well done and will help you out in a firefight. I really liked Instinct Mode, which is better than a mini-map in my opinion. Instinct Mode at its basic level is Agent 47 can see enemies and figure out ways to get around them with that information. After you beat the game, you have a mode called Contracts, which lets you do user-generated missions, which is a pretty good overall, with some pretty good user-created missions on there. Overall, it has great gameplay, and I love the more openness to the gameplay, so it gets a perfect score of a 5 out of a 5. The story is above average length, but the user-generated missions in Contracts will keep you playing for a while. So the replayability gets an above average score of a 4 out of a 5. This is a great game that adds onto the Hitman series. A great story and a great user-generated missions adds onto the value. So I highly recommend this game for anybody that likes the Hitman series, or anybody that wants to play a fun action stealth game in the same vein as Splinter Cell Conviction.